Everybody, it's Mark and Susan, Colorado Sasquatch Research. It is July 31st. We are in the Guanella Pass area today. We are up in the Mount Evans Wilderness, way back up in here, in a lodgepole pine forest. A lot of lodgepoles here. So we've already found a huge teepee, humongous teepee, 50 to 60 poles to put this thing together. One of those teepees could be human, could be Sasquatch. I'm going to say Bigfoot, even though humans have probably used it. But anyway, so we've been just coming back here along the Scott Gomer Creek. The Scott Gomer Creek, we're 5-6 miles up to Scott Gomer Creek. For my friends that follow me, if you Google Earth Guanella Pass and you find the Scott Gomer Creek from the Burning Bear campground, is we just continue up this mountain where the Scott runs. We've only ever touched at it a few times over the years, but this particular day we have hit a lot of Sasquatch activity down there. Structures, prints, a lot of crazy stuff. Anyways, this old barbed wire fence where it crosses the property. We just found this, and I took pictures and measurements. I've cleaned it up a little bit. So what it looks like, it's about 16 inches. I got my tape measure, but you can clearly see the toes. See how they splay out like that? So I have a print right here at this barbed wire fence that has been pushed down. He probably did it. So he looks like he hit the ground right here. Pow! Left the toe marks even. I cleaned it up a little bit. Ow, shit. That hurt. I'm just picking out some of this stuff here so I can see, so you can see the toes. He hit it right here, crossing this barbed wire fence, and there's not a second one like it. He hit it when the ground was wet. So we have located one print back here. Now there is old campsites. Let me show you this real quick. Right where this property line is, where we just found this print. He crossed the property line, which we did, because you should always check property lines for prints. Always. See how this old barbed wire fence has been bent, pushed down back here in the middle of the forest. But okay, we're gonna go look real quick. These are these old campsites. You can see nobody's used it in ages. There's no sign that anybody's been up here. There's no trash. It's just a very old cairn that was used as a fire pit at one time, and it's not been used. So we're going to cross this meadow real quick to show you the Scott Gomer Creek. But see, I almost stepped on it. I came over, we crossed the fence, and I said, I was like, whoa, look at that, boom, toes and all. He hit it good, right as he's heading up that way. And so he's checking these old campsites. That's what I think he's doing. Okay, so let's go check these. She said she found some more possibles, prints down here. It's really getting dark in here. This is dark and creepy as hell back here. That's a 9-foot tree break. Where did you find him?
Down over here.
Right by the tree break.
Well, actually over this way.
Okay. Well, show me. Love Guanella Pass. We're almost at 14,000 feet. We're not that high, but we're up. We're about 12,000 feet.
I wasn't sure about that one. Possible.
Oh yeah, there's indentations in there. It looks like something stepped there.
Stepped there, yeah.
Boom. Could also be bear. It's hard to say. I haven't seen any bear tracks yet, though, today. Just the one Sasquatch print. And I've seen no human prints at all. That's a little creepy back there, isn't it? So you can hear the Scott Gomer Creek over here. I'm just going to grab a picture of it, and then we'll head down the mountain. You want to kind of stick close to the creek, you said?
Well, the trail's right there. So.
All right. I like it back here. Oh. But this is it. This is the Scott Gomer Creek at Guanella Pass. And so basically we just follow the river all the way up. And this river comes all the way from Mount Bitterstadt. And that's all that snow melt creates the Scott Gomer Creek River. It's a beautiful river. So look at that up there. Anyways, we found a massive teepee, which you're gonna see the pictures of. Massive. At least 60, 70 poles to make this thing. I don't know if it's human or Bigfoot, but judging by the area and the other stuff that we have found, the times that we've come up here, it's probably Bigfoot. Alright. It's an interesting forest. Different than we didn't want to do Rampart today. It was too hot. Too hot. So we're just making a. You want to work along here? Or no? Or that? You want to go that way?
Yeah, because I really want to leave the trail.
Okay, well the river runs up and down. So that teepee we found took about, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 poles to make, I'm assuming. So we need to go, what, that way? Move up into this lodge, poles up in here, and I'll restart it. So we're heading down the trail. We left that lodge pole area back there. The type of forest that Callie and Mark Abel love. We found a lot of structures up there. Still finding stuff like this. But we're heading down. You can still hear the Scott Gomer Creek down that way. So, let's see, moving back up over here. What a pretty forest, 14,000 feet high. Wow. You can't see that from here. Nope, you can't, it's too bright. So we got a print, we got a gigantic teepee so far, and some other ambiguous structures today, so I'm pretty happy. The fact that we found that print lets me know there's Bigfoot's running up through here, through this part of the forest anyways. This technically really is a game trail, it's not a trail, so hopefully we don't get, I don't think we're going to get lost. We're moving in the right direction.
Moose poop or elk, I don't know if it's elk or moose.
It's moose. Those moose poops are huge. Yeah, that is. Well, based on the print, we know there's squatchies up here. That's a good sized print. Splayed toes. Okay, there's somewhat of a trail here. I'll try and take you to that teepee so you guys can check it out. I think it's Sasquatch. I don't think it was people. I could tell people have used it for shelter, but it's massive. See the seats elevated?
Crossed over like that.
Yeah, they elevate them. That's a creepy looking tree.